Former Minister of Education, Mrs. Oby Ezekwesili, has said she will not revert to the old national anthem, newly signed by President Bola Tinubu as the country's new anthem. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. Here are the top 10 stories. President Bola Tinubu has assented to the National Anthem Bill 2024, reverting to the old national anthem, Nigeria We Hail Thee. Senate President Godswill Akpabio revealed this Wednesday at a joint session of the National Assembly, marking the silver jubilee of Nigeria's Fourth Republic. The occasion coincided with the first anniversary of President Bola Tinubu's administration. The bill seeks to replace the current anthem with the former one adopted as the country's independence on October 1, 1960, but was changed in 1978 by the Olusegun Obasanjo military regime. In his address at the joint sitting, the Senate President urged Nigerians to familiarize themselves with the new national anthem. The new national anthem was sung upon President Tinubu's arrival in the House chamber for the joint session. At number 2, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwola, has summoned the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice John Toho, and the Chief Judge of Kano State High Court, Justice D.J. Aboki, over conflicting interim injunctions regarding the Kano Emirate, causing uncertainty in the state. Conflicting court orders have trailed the Kano Emirate's tool, with the Federal High Court in Kano directing the eviction of Emir Muhammad Sanusi II, while the Kano State High Court directed the eviction of the deposed Emir Aminu Ado Bayero. Justice Ariwola, who is also the chairman of the National Judicial Council, summoned the two judges to an emergency meeting in his chambers on Thursday, May 30, 2024. A statement by the National Judicial Council's Director of Information, Soji Oye, said the meeting is a prelude to a whole-scale investigation by the NJC to enable the CJN to have proper briefing with the two judges on the very disturbing development and conflicting judgments emanating from the two courts with respect to the stool of the Emir of Kano. At number 3, the House of Representatives Wednesday resolved look into the circumstances that led to the recent sacking of about 600 staff members of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN. The resolution of the House followed the adoption of a motion, an urgent public importance, moved by the member representing Karu Kefi Kokona Federal Constituency of Nasarawa State, Jonathan Gbefue. He noted that the CBN, as part of an extensive reform, has been downsizing its workforce, which has affected close to 600 employees, including directors and nearly all staff members in the governor's directorate being terminated. He lamented that those affected by the CBN's action are top-notch professionals whose skills may be lost to Europe and America, thus leaving the country shortchanged. At number 4, the federal government Wednesday withdrew the 3-count terrorism charge it entered against the detained president of Miyetti Allah Bello Bodejo. Justice Ian Eko of the Federal High Court Abuja discharged Bodejo of alleged terrorism charges filed against him by the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation. After counsel for the Attorney General of the Federation, Aderonke Imana, moved an oral application for the withdrawal of the 3-count charge, Imana informed the court that she had an oral application stating that the Attorney General of the Federation had instructed her to withdraw the charge against the defendant in the interest of justice. Counsel to Bodejo did not oppose the application, thanking the AGF for his magnanimous gesture. His lead counsel, Ahmed Raji, subsequently urged the court to discharge the accused person under the sections referred to by the prosecution. At number 5, Governor of Kano State, Abba Yusuf, has ordered security operatives to arrest entities or students planning to protest against the dethronement of Aminu Bayero as Emir of Kano. In a statement Wednesday, Sanusi Tofa, the governor's spokesperson, said some political agitators are sponsoring student associations from other northeast states to protest the dethronement of the Emir. Tofa said the decision to prohibit public demonstrations is aimed at averting any potential breakdown of law and order orchestrated by adversaries of the state. He said the State Police, Department of State Services (DSS), and the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense School (NSCDC) have been authorized to apprehend and detain any individual all groups partaking in demonstrations on the streets of Kano. At number 6, the Federal High Court in Abuja has remanded Chioma Okoli in prison after she was arraigned for alleged defamation against Erisco Foods Limited. She denied any wrongdoing when the 2 charges preferred against her were read to her before the trial judge, Peter Lifu, on Tuesday. She's been prosecuted under Nigeria's Cybercrime Act. Mr. Lifu adjourned the suit until Friday, the 31st of May, for ruling on the defendant's bail request. He remanded the defendant in prison pending the ruling on the bail application. At the hearing of the bail request on Tuesday, Ms. Okoli's lawyer, Inibehe Effiong, presented a medical report arguing that his client had a miscarriage because of her psychological trauma she slipped into because of the case. But the prosecution lawyer, Abdul Rashid Sidi, prayed the judge to reject Ms. Okoli's bail application. He contended that the defendant might jump bail. Mr. Sidi told the judge that Mrs. Okoli breached the terms of an earlier administrative bail the police had granted her. At number 7, the federal government has directed all vice-chancellors in federal universities whose tenures will be ending soon to nominate their deputies who will oversee the office of the vice-chancellor in an acting capacity. The Executive Secretary, National Universities Commission, Chris Miyetti, conveyed this in a circular dated May 28, 2024, to all the affected outgoing vice-chancellors. Miyetti said the soon-to-be inaugurated governing councils of the universities would appoint acting vice-chancellors after their inauguration. The leadership of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, had previously rejected the move by the federal government to appoint new vice-chancellors to replace the outgoing ones in the absence of the governing councils of the affected universities. At number 8, former Minister of Education Mrs. Oby Ezekwesili has said she will not revert to the old national anthem newly signed by President Bola Tinubu as the country's new anthem. Ezekwesili made this disclosure in a post on her X handle. According to her, no one can suppress her right to dissent from what she described as an obnoxious law, repugnant to all who are of good conscience in Nigeria. The ex-minister said, "Let it be known to all and sundry that I, Oby Ezekwesili, will, whenever asked to sing the national anthem, sing Arise, O Compatriots, Nigeria's call obey." Following the signing of the bill by the president to reintroduce the old national anthem, the joint sitting jettisoned what has been in existence since 1978 to adopt the former and newly signed national anthem, Nigeria, We Hail Thee. At number 9, the world's first wooden satellite has been built by Japanese researchers who say their tiny cuboid craft will be blasted off on a SpaceX rocket in September. Each side of the experimental satellite developed by scientists at the Kyoto University and logging company Sumitomo Forestry measures just about 10 centimeters. The creators expect the wooden material will burn up completely when the device re-enters the atmosphere, potentially providing a way to avoid the generation of metal particles when a retired satellite returns to Earth. These metal particles could hurt the environment and telecommunications, the developers said as they announced the satellite's completion. And at number 10, the Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, has said the men's under-17 team, the Golden Eaglets, will not be at the 2025 under-17 Afcon in Ivory Coast and resultantly miss the 2025 under-17 World Cup in Qatar after failing to pick their ticket at the just concluded WAFU B tournament in Ghana. The Confederation of Africa Football has confirmed that the upcoming Africa Under-17 Cup of Nations will feature only 12 finalists, ending speculation about an expansion to 16 teams. This announcement means that despite the Golden Eaglets' 3-2 victory over Ghana in the third-place match of the WAFU B Under-17 Championship, they will not qualify for the Afcon finals. Earlier reports suggested that Manu Garba's team might qualify for the Afcon due to an expected increase in participants to 16, influenced by FIFA's new rule. However, the Nigerian Football Federation has now clarified that CAF's director of competitions, Samson Adamu confirmed the tournament will remain at 12 teams. That's it on what's happening. Thanks for watching.